Look, they say seeing is believing, so I guess these niggas want a visual. I wet him up, they view the body, that's a visual. Tell all my haters, tell them they can suck my genitals. And if you owe me, better pay me my residuals, I'm about that. These niggas claiming that they want me, but I doubt that. I'm ballin' if they looking for me where my scouts at. While you was in the house, I was out back. Bitch, I'm a dog, I ain't never been no house cat. Ducking the law, we was moving loud packs and selling raw. Fuck you know about that. I used to be a gunner like Mad Max. I was a runner, shit I had to bring half back. You dry snitching in your verses, you a lab rat. I'll put money in the box, that's a cash app. If they ain't living what they rapping, nigga, that's cap. But tell them save all of that story shit for Snapchat. All of this capping, finna make me snap back and get on the nigga head. That's a dad hat, the money talk, so I just let the cash chat. I'm young, but I think old, nigga, flashback. Remember when I used to fuck with trash bags? You know the type that ain't cute, but they ass fat. Look, my ex bitch, she a bad. I broke up with her and she too upset. Yeah, she mad. Growing up, I had my pops, I never had dad. And these pops, I turn this bitch to Baghdad. So if you want war like Baghdad, I got a pound with your name on it. Don't get hashtag Deazy.
Yeah, they gotta get mixed. Yep, left. Yep.
Oh, so one already done.
No, I got 3 already done.
Mixed, done, and mixed.
Mm-hmm.
And you just got a couple more winter booty. All
3
you?
more. All of them except for one. I put one feature, that song with me and Pooh, that Steppers on there.
Which one?
Steppers.
Oh, okay.
That's the last song on there. I put Trap. This song I got called Racks. That second, then that Self-Made. Then that Melody / Thomas song I did with him, Intentions, and then Steppers.
What's your goal for this project?
Really to get my name out there. You know what I'm saying? Get heard, cause I ain't been dropping nothing but got some dope ass shit.
So to get heard again, then.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, because you heard. They just waiting on you to drop. They been waiting for the longest. What made now then?
I don't know. I guess everything is about time, and I just felt like, yeah, it was time. I probably should have been, you know what I'm saying, jumped in there, but I feel like I'm more comfortable and more confident now. So, and I kind of understand a little bit what I'm doing as far as the business side.
Okay, so you wanted it all to kind of make sense.
Yeah.
Was you scared that it'll never come out? How can I say this, bro? Like, nigga, like you so dope, and it's like, man, I ain't never gonna put nothing out. Motherfuckers will never be able to hear me.
Yeah.
I need to go ahead and put this shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know if I can really explain what I'm really.
I thought about that, yeah, like that before. It's like, yeah, like, you know, like it's like that story in the Bible, you know, when God, he gave everybody them talents, and then the people, you know what I'm saying, the dude who had one who didn't use his, he lost his, and other people multiplied theirs. It's like, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. Yep. And I ain't trying to go to the grave with my shit, so.
Boy, you been in my book. Boy, I be saying that. That's my go-to, bro. You don't use it, you lose it.
That's a fact.
And that was one of the things, like, a lot of us is like that. I be telling people all the time, like, bro, it wasn't for me to rap. It was more y'all. But I was the one who kind of ran with it more and took it serious because I think I wasn't good. I ain't gonna say I wasn't good, but it's like this wasn't my, nigga, I wasn't thinking about it. Well, I'm going to the lab with y'all, Bam, Sarah, you know, y'all are like, not saying I ain't talented, but I realized I was, though. You know what I'm saying? But y'all was the ones really with it, so I've been waiting for these shits, you know what I'm saying, for niggas to drop, like, so I can just hit the gas on shit. And I guess I say that to say, like, the people with the talent really don't push hard as the people who don't have the talent and push hard. What do you think that be?
I don't know. Probably being lazy and entitlement and shit like that, because it seemed like when like you right. Like sometimes when people got less talent, they push a lot harder. But that ain't always the case. I think it got to do with the mindset and like with me, I know I be being lazy with my talents because I got a few of them, but I could push harder in them. But I think that's what when you good at something, it make you not want to over exceed. I guess sometimes because it come too easy, but it's just that's just the wrong mindset to have. That ain't no winning mindset for sure. So nah.
And being that you got kids, you got to think, bro. Like, what? Lord forbid anything happen, right?
Yeah,
What are they gonna take from pops? You had
that's a
so
fact.
many talents. What did they grab from you? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, so like, bro, you cut hair, you rap, you do that. Like, nigga, they got to
they
have
gotta instill
something.
some of that
Yeah,
in
they got to
them.
figure out. Yeah, like even with I'm thinking I had everything on accident, but I didn't know pops played this. Sports he did. I'm not knowing. I'm
Yeah,
just naturally. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Bro, like Oklahoma, like nigga, maybe I wanted to be like nigga, pops fuck with Oklahoma. I fuck with Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I didn't really get to experience that.
Yeah,
So, like people will have so much shit and then just I ain't gonna say lose it, but it's just like nigga, your time here was damn near a waste.
yeah,
So it's like sometimes we gotta stop overthinking, bro, and just hit the ground
yeah.
running,
That's
man.
that's like the nigga Nip said, find your purpose or you wasting air for sure. Cause tomorrow ain't promised for nobody. So yeah.
So where did rap start for you? You can tell it with
Um,
music. Actually, where did music start, and then how did the music?
where
How did you transform from?
where I was
Yeah,
at
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. For the people who don't know where you were at, tell them where you were at too.
oh yeah, like as far as the town.
Period. With music. With music.
Oh, with music. Uh, that's just it started a long time ago. When I was a little kid for real. Cause mom's, she was used to have me in church and she was running the kids choir, the children's choir, or whatever. So she used to have us singing and messing with music. And then just like you, like, I found out later on that my pops like mess with instruments and stuff.
Hold on.
As
She
far
said you said she had us in the choir. Who was us?
me, my sisters, Sarah,
Who else?
yeah, Rochelle, you know what I'm saying, my big sister.
Nigga, you
And
don't remember me being in that motherfucker too?
yeah, you was
Yo,
in
okay.
I ain't gonna lie. In reality, all of us was.
On
And
the set. It was no
yeah,
reality.
cause
That's
she
what it
gonna
was.
force it on you.
That was our first introduction for
Yeah,
real, low
and
key.
I really wasn't no big singer, but I was forced to do it. So,
Yeah.
but like as far as music itself, I messed with it. In reality, you put me up on a lot of stuff, little like here and there, cause you know what I'm saying. Y'all being my older, you know what I'm saying, cousins and my sister being my older sibling. Like when y'all used to come around, like I remember used to have tapes that you used to record.
On the set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
music on. Cause the first time I heard that smoking on, hey,
Man, don't blame that on me, bro. So that's where you get smoking from? Don't blame.
that's where I got that
Okay,
from.
okay,
I'm saying that
okay,
track.
okay. Yeah.
Like that. Dangerous minds
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
stand the most star life.
I don't even remember you being around for that. That's
Then I was
crazy.
little, but
Yeah.
I'm saying I've been having a love for music, but actually, like when I started rapping and getting into that for real, happened around like middle school, probably like 10, 11, cause that's when you get into you be at the cafeteria beating on the table.
Where's you at? Where you at this? You on 34th at this point?
On
Already?
35th,
Okay.
yeah. Just when we moved
35th.
off of 24th Street. We moved on 35th to Highland. And, I was going to Westport Middle. And yeah, like the homies used to be beating on the desk with the hands and the pencils. And and that's when niggas was into the rapping and everybody else was doing all that shaking and dancing
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
That was the popular motherfuckers, yeah. So me, I just had a love for rap. So like niggas used to be doing it every day and then I just hopped in there, you know what I'm saying, one time, man. Niggas was
Oh,
fucking
cool.
with it, yeah.
So you always knew you had it though?
Yeah, but I just felt like like when you younger and you working on music, you trying to feel like you can rhyme words, but
No, I don't know because I started old as fuck.
well, you can rhyme words, but you still kind of feel like you suck, like you ain't ready.
Yeah.
And like with me, I always like that's probably why even now I'm be hesitant to put stuff out because it's like I don't know what type of response I'm gonna get. Even though I got a good response the first time,
Crazy.
it was just from kids, so it's just like so like I just felt like I'm dope, but I'm not that dope. Like when I
Yeah.
hear, you know what I'm saying, older people, of course I'm young, but like I listen to real music. So like I knew I wasn't as good as that. And if I wasn't as good as that, I
You
didn't
don't want
want
to do it.
to yeah. So it took me a long time. And then a lot of times I would get my focus would be off of music and then I get back on it, then it be off of it because I be doing other stuff, you know, growing up, coming teenager, you messing with girls or you over here with the homies or you doing, you know what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
Man, pause. Like
Okay.
kicking it with the homies. You know, kicking it with the homies and
Okay.
shit.
All right.
And you know what I
It's
mean?
crazy.
Hooping, doing different, you know,
Yeah.
shit stuff. Yeah. So sometimes I wouldn't even think about music, especially because, you know, here, it's like, I ain't gonna say it's far fetched because it's people that have made it, but we just now, with the internet, came into an era where we actually tapped in with certain different stuff. We didn't really understand the business side of it. So with me being in Kansas City, I was so far away from where music was. At that time, I wasn't even thinking about really putting my all into it anyway. Cause there really wasn't no money coming out of it as far as, you know what I'm saying, the town go for real.
Can you remember the first track you recorded?
Very first track I recorded. Dang, that's a good question. I'm trying to think. I can't remember exactly. I think the first time, oh, let me think. The first time I recorded, I think the first time I recorded was at Q House RIP.
Straight up.
But I can't remember exactly
What it
what the
was.
song was, yeah.
What about? So who was your influences like to that even?
To do music,
Yeah.
man, it's so many, like it's hard to
Well,
say.
back then, you know
Cause
what I'm
I'm just
saying?
influenced by music as a whole. But yeah, you talking about starting off,
Yeah.
um, really, I would say initially probably Tupac. But as I really start getting into music, you know what I'm saying? Not saying I still fuck with the industry, but getting away from that because I was more, you know what I'm saying, glued to the town. I started listening to Tone, Rich, and then like for real, the nigga that really got me going was probably Double R, Ron Ron. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie, Ron Ron used to be gassing. Cause I remember that ironic when it came out. My homie, he the one who put me on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Ronald Phillips, man. Down north, he put me on. He had the CD. Cause at the time, that's when Cuz had came out, that joint.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I was showing him that. He actually fucked with it because I gave him one. And then he was showing me the ironic joint. And you know, that's back when we was burning CDs. So like I had burnt the copy and I was listening to it in my headphones, you know what I'm saying? I had a little Walkman joint. And I listened to that whole album like Hellas. You know what I'm saying? Hellas. That nigga was gassing that whole motherfucker.
So was he gassing it or was it different? You because I feel like that wasn't one of the ones that wasn't like a rap album. You know what I'm saying?
To me,
But he was different and like
it
he was
was
like ahead of his time type
yeah,
shit.
for
You know what
sure.
I'm saying?
For sure.
So it ain't like he was just spitting like hella
To me, it was
like how
different.
he recorded.
To me, it was different, and he was gassing. To me, I just think like the quality
Yeah.
wasn't there, but as far as like he had delivery, his wordplay,
Had everything.
and
Yeah.
everything, yeah, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Even the beat quality wasn't all the way there. But that's why like I could see like how good he was throughout that. So that's why I knew he was really talented. But like that like kind of made me start being like, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, he just went up from there, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of niggas in the town that was gassing, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with, you know what I mean? Bird had some shit that was cool. Kiwi, he didn't gas tell the shit. You know what I'm saying? My nigga YG for sure, shout out him. He just, you know what I'm saying? He been doing this thing. Uh, It's a few people, you know what I'm saying? You definitely got some shit that you got off on too. I like more personally. That's me. I like you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Yeah, ear
Why do
candy and
y'all?
all of that. That's cause that's when you
That's,
was I don't know, maybe it's cause you was more hungrier then. So you was like, you know
but
what
it
I'm
was.
saying? You was on a
I ain't
mission.
gonna say it was
You was on a
ass,
mission
but
then.
it was. But
That's
I was
because
so out of
but see
sync,
but see
bro.
this the
Like,
thing. You gonna feel that way because you know it's imperfections and stuff because it's your growth. But that's just like what ironic. I like that because in the listener ear, like as far as the consumer, they like that. You always gonna feel different about your own shit because you like shit. That's old. That's you know what I'm
not
saying.
even that, but I just know it wasn't it. Like, say
It
if we
was though
started, like,
because
say
it's a
if we,
classic in reality.
it
That's
is,
why
but it's just like I wouldn't play it for nobody. You know what I'm saying? But you can kind of hear where it was going. But like I said, I was only rapping because of
I'm gonna
y'all.
tell you this though. That nigga Reese still play that motherfucker to this day.
Yeah, he said he gonna tell me to. I done had a couple of people say
Facts.
something about it though. I remember,
I be going back listening to joints. I
bro,
ain't gonna
we
lie.
was really outside like handing out the CDs at the landing with that. I'm really thinking this shit tough. Like nigga, can't nobody fuck with me. I was really thinking. I ain't saying thinking that, but like you know, how you be like, bro, can't
He was
nobody fuck.
confident.
Ain't
Yeah.
nobody fuck with our niggas. Like,
Yeah.
there's hella dudes that can rap. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's just like it's that local mindset. That's crazy. But
Yeah.
where did you feel like you arrived? When did you arrive though? Like you know what? First off, you need to. I'm gonna rewind. I'm gonna go back to it though. But
Okay.
when did you feel like you arrived?
As far as like the music,
Yeah.
um,
And what made you not be in TSG? Not to say it like that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you could have been one of the members, low key.
yeah, for sure.
Cause all the niggas
Uh,
can rap. You rap with them,
yeah.
and niggas wouldn't know it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Me, I just so you know what I'm saying, of course me growing up in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, I'm tapped in. Them my niggas, they still my niggas to this day. I fuck with them a long way. But it's like I always had my own path.
gotcha.
And they respected that. They even knew that. But a lot of it, you know what I'm saying, had to do with because, like, for one, like I said, I got my own mind, so I moved the way I move. But plus, my mama raised me a certain way.
Gotcha.
And it's like, I did a lot of dumb shit growing up still, but I still knew what not to do to a certain extent.
Gotcha.
Because I knew, like, if I went to jail or anything, I knew how that was going to hurt my mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm her only son and shit. And it's still shit that I was doing that she didn't know, but you know what I'm saying? Luckily, I didn't never really get in no real trouble for real. You know what I'm saying? She probably only seen me in handcuffs like one time over doing some stupid shit. But outside of that, like I tried to, you know what I'm saying? So I try to navigate through it, you know what I mean? And plus I always was focused on, like I said, music and other shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Trying to just folk and kill a motherfucker wasn't always.
So mom's kind of leveled you out though, in a way though.
Yeah.
For sure. So
Yeah.
gotcha. It's funny, man, because I be thinking that shit too. So I do something, I'm like, bro, nigga, I knew I wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the back of your head, you like, bro, like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, especially being in church, it's like
Yeah.
you got that, you know what I'm saying? I guess, you know, it's really your conscience, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? You got the devil and an angel on one shoulder. So it's like, we trying to pick and choose, but, you know what I'm saying? Luckily, my mama was, like I said, in my ear a lot, so that shit helped.
How did your mama and having sis? I know we skipping past hello question. How did because this I be want to know this too though, like because you didn't have boys in the house for real. You know what I'm saying? It was just all women.
Yeah.
Do you think that affected anything in any way?
No. In reality, that's probably why I get in trouble sometimes because I was outside a lot. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be in there with my sisters. You know what I'm saying? Only time I was in the house was like playing the game or some shit like that. And that's like later on when it, you know what I'm saying, late at night. Even sometimes at night I was outside. But like, yeah, I didn't ever be in there with them. And then when my mama had me at church, you know, I'm around like, I'm saying, godly men and stuff that's influencing me. And I was influenced by some OGs on the block. So I had like a balance. But that's why I said I knew.
Yeah, kind of one for them, one for the outside.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, like, it kind of helped, it blessed me in a way, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, I knew how to navigate through it because my mama had, you know what I'm saying, having God on me and having to understand I knew certain shit, you know what I'm saying, to do. But me having, you know what I'm saying, that link to the streets, it helped me have understanding too to maneuver through that because you kind of gotta have both out here, especially nowadays. If you ain't sharp, you know what I'm saying. That's how I didn't end up in jail or dead or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with nobody. You know what I'm saying? As far as I know, if a motherfucker don't like me, then it is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? I stay out the way of that. You know what I mean?
That's tough. Probably because I know you too, so it be because I think nowadays I feel like you hold a lot of shit in and then you burst.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Pause. That was crazy word.
That was ridiculous.
But
I ain't even gonna. That was ridiculousness.
but like within that, do you know that? And then if so, how do you kind of handle that in a
Um,
sense nowadays? Because you know that ain't really good to really do.
yeah.
I ain't saying that you do that, but it's just
No,
like how do you?
honestly I do be like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so do you apologize after that, or do you like I ain't gonna apologize because I'm sick of apologizing? I need to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you? Because we wouldn't
For
talk
real.
shit really low key. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? We got to kind of learn everything, on the curve low key.
Yeah.
This is what the. Go ahead.
Knocked it off.
Yeah, this is crazy.
But but yeah, nah. In reality, I still struggle with that for
Battle.
real.
Yeah.
For real, I ain't even gonna lie. And like you said, not really being taught how to do stuff and have to figure shit out on your own. That shit is a little different. And nowadays, especially, you get judged so quickly. Like people don't even try to look into the person to understand. Like history got a lot to do with the people that we are. That don't mean you just gotta deal with anything, but sometimes you do gotta be a little bit patient. But yeah, I am kind of like that. One thing that really helped me with that though, for real, is the music. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a outlet and a release. Like if I feel a way, I can kind of, you know what I'm saying, express it and kind of get it off my chest without offending the next person to a certain extent. Cause I ain't saying
Yeah,
it to
I know what
them.
you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So that do help navigate it some. But I don't know. I always been like that, and I know it ain't good. But sometimes I just feel like even if I get to that point, I rather just get away from, you know what I'm saying, the situation, so I don't be like that.
But say if you get away from it, it's still not. It's not
It didn't
attacking.
solve it. Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't attacking. Me, bro. I got to a point. This is why I really want to stop. I ain't gonna say stop it, but I kind of slowed it down. I got to a point where the music was no longer helping.
Yeah.
So now you like, bro, what you gonna do now, bro?
Yeah.
You gonna attack these situations? And music can't just be
The outlet for
the
you.
end all be all. Everybody, boy, that shit dope. Boy, you getting better. While I'm getting better, I really want to quit
Yeah.
because it's not attacking me and what I need to really do.
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess you got a plan B.
What?
Say if the music ain't doing it, what are you doing to gonna help you?
Oh, yeah. I got a lot of different ventures I'm working on. Cause I'm gonna get a bag regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always can fall back on cutting hair because I ain't never gonna not have that. And that is something I'm gonna teach my kids because I want them to have that too. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean. Right now, I'm working on building my credit and stuff because I already got a LLC. You know what I'm saying? But that's more so for my music stuff. But it's entertainment, so I could do whatever I want to with it in reality. But that and I'm thinking about I might I don't know I might start a business. Right now, I'm really focusing on just the music and really trying to instill stuff in my kids because I'm gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, get them in shape and get them in, you know what I'm saying, together so where they can thrive in life later on. You know what I'm saying? Because it really ain't all just about me no more. Like, if I don't get nowhere, like I said, I got plan Bs because I mess with, you know what I'm saying, stocks, all kind of different stuff that I got, you know what I mean, my hands in to make some bread. But I'm really just going to focus on them because if I get them to a point to where they good, you know what I mean, that's all that really matters to me, you know what I mean? that's like LeVar, you know what I'm saying? He sacrificed his life for his kids, you know what I'm saying? Just training them, getting them ready. So sometimes you gotta do that for them. And that's for anybody. Like if you ain't gonna give your kids a trade or teach them something, then make sure you save up to send them to school so they can become something in life. Because that's really what, you know what I mean, matters. At least if they get some, you know what I'm saying, some schooling, some smarts, they can get a degree and they can thrive somewhere else if they're gonna be in the workforce.
So one of the talents that I be bragging on with you, and I know people be tired, like, bro, shut the fuck. You always talking. This shit ain't even that dope. Like, to be able to rap and remember all your verses and shit in your head.
Oh yeah.
Like, where did that come from? And how the hell did that? Like, whole battle raps in your head, and you got 7 or 8 songs in the back of your head as well. Like,
honestly, at first I don't even think I could. I didn't know I could do that. When I found out, I think it was more so. It started probably in school because like one of my favorite subjects was math. So like I used to get in trouble a lot because you know I'd be like show your work and all that shit, but I could do the math problem in my head. So I didn't have to use no calculator. I write it down. And when I first started doing music, I used to write. I used to write like a mug, but I don't know. I think it was a combination of probably getting that writer's block stuff, me being able to do that, me having the ability to freestyle, and uh, the fact I think I didn't like my handwriting either. So I think all of them just made it easier to do, and I just think it just started just happening like that. Cause like even when it came to like music, like songs, like I could hear a song a few times, then I know that motherfucker. So like I think it just started happening like that, and then when one day I just started doing that, and then when I heard that, you know what I'm saying, Biggie Smalls and Wayne and niggas like that was doing it, it really just made me do it. But see, I didn't know that Wayne was doing like punching in, because you know, like I don't punch in.
so you
like
better
him
than
and
Wayne.
Jay-Z. I ain't gonna say I'm better than Wayne.
Say you better than Wayne, man. You gotta get a clip, man. Tell him you better than Wayne, bro.
Hey.
Marley better than Jay-Z. You better than Wayne. Come on, bro.
I'm definitely more talented than Wayne, for sure. But I'll just say we got a different skill set as far as that, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, he be doing this thing. Shout out Lil Wayne, too, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I don't know, man. It just started happening like that. And then it became something to where I just got used to doing it. So, like, now I just do it like I don't even write, because I think it'll be, I don't know, different if I tried to go back to that now, because I'm so used to doing it, you know, this way.
So you couldn't even be a ghostwriter, low key.
I mean, I could. I just had to record it and send it to him.
That's crazy. So ghost recorder.
Yeah, guess that's a new thing. I had to tax more for that, I guess.
Come on. Okay, so we got
showing you the delivery.
So you got the EP coming out. You ain't got a name for it yet?
Nah, not yet. You know what? I should call it, what should I call the EP?
Come on, that's what we on. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that. So we got that coming out, and then after that, you going balls to the wall after that.
Oh yeah, pause. But yeah, it's going
Putting your
up.
balls to the wall would be crazy. I don't know who came up with that, but
Yeah,
I get it.
it's definitely,
shout out to bro whoever.
it's definitely going up. I think I might drop. I'm debating because I'm still mapping out some things, because I know I got some videos I'm about to shoot. But I think I'm gonna drop another one probably at the end of the summer.
The end of the summer.
Yeah,
You got to drop before that.
think I should.
What? You
'Cause
can't
I'm
drop
I want
now
the
and then wait till the end of the
No,
summer.
I want the EP to resonate.
It's
and then,
not. You
And I'm
gotta
gonna
keep.
drop
They
some
gonna want
videos
more. You gotta keep going.
for sure. I mean, I could put some singles out before that.
I know, bro. Projects. You got too much music. First though.
Yeah,
You should
I
be
do.
every
I am
2
sick.
months.
I
at
do
least,
got a lot
bro.
of shit.
Yeah, nah. End of the summer. Fuck wrong with this nigga. Hell no. All right, yeah, we gonna scratch that. We're gonna figure out what
we're gonna cut that.
Because once you go, you gotta have your point B.
Ducks in a row.
You gotta keep going. You already got them, so now you got them now. Then you're gonna fizzle out and then drop in August.
Nah, I ain't.
Hell no. And we just gonna roll with this EP. They're gonna want more now after that. So.
Yeah.
Even with battle rapping, who you want to battle?
Battle.
If you had to battle somebody right now
in the town,
yeah, you can say in the town. In the town and out of the town, who would you like to battle? I got one set up for you right now too. We've been talking.
If we talking about like if you say out of the town, what you mean, like on Smack or something, or just in general? Or
still kind of here, like still kind of.
Locally,
if it's like a local cat or like a non-local cat, you know what I'm saying?
All right, but on the scale, shit. Here, shit, it's a few people
because we trying to put it together. Me and my boy Fast Lane. Listen to him. We gonna. He had a name too, and he don't know nothing about battle rap. But somebody gave him a name on his desktop. It's
for real?
It's crazy.
Oh, straight up. And
I just want to know who you want to battle first.
We can do that.
2 people that you would battle from here.
Just 2, because I would say it's a few. I'm trying
just
to
2.
think.
Just like that. That would make sense though.
See, I would say Marasha, but that'd
be fire. I didn't ever think that would be fire.
But that's because I'm gonna go more off of dope MCs, because if I'm a rap, it gotta be somebody.
And you gonna get killed if you don't.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So it had to be somebody I'm gonna really match with, and I'm gonna do my thing. So I wouldn't do her, but I'm saying I know that too. That'll be a dope battle, because I know
do her. You seen her recently? My bad.
I said I would battle her because that's the homie, but she be gassing, so I know it for good entertainment.
That's extra. That's extra. That would be dope though.
That's the plus one. But if I'm really go up to town for who I really would battle, want to battle, I would say probably Ward and probably Jay. I like Jay.
Gotcha. Okay.
I like Jay. He be gassing.
Copeland for honorable mention.
Definitely would fuck Copeland up, but I would put both of them two as far as rap wise before him. But Copeland be gassing
3.
too.
So Marasha, A Ward, Jay that guy,
and Copeland.
Yeah. That's getting done.
Straight up.
That's definitely getting done. Definitely getting done. My guy already talked about it a couple weeks ago. Like, hey. Anyway, I'll tell you about it.
See, you gonna make me go crazy, man.
You have to though. We've been waiting on you to go crazy though.
All right.
But it's gonna be like 2 battles. It's not gonna be like maybe 1. Like I don't want a whole rap. I just want it to be Deazy versus whoever. Everybody pull up and let's do this. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Not no.
I know what you're saying, like a big ass card thing. Yeah.
Even if y'all was here, because we already got the production, we got everything we need.
Oh, straight up.
You're man.
Nah, this motherfucker raw.
So say if we got everybody in here, just prop a little joint, y'all battle, we put it out. That's what we.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying. I don't mind.
And we compensating.
Yeah, I don't mind tapping in either though.
I already know that.
Yeah.
I just wanted. I said Ward. If I call my nigga, I'm gonna tell. I said, Ward. We got Ward.
You already know.
Definitely want to get. Been trying to get Copeland and him.
Copeland, he's scared, but he already know what I'm gonna do to him.
But tell him in that camera. Copeland scared?
Definitely.
Copeland is scared.
Facts, Copeland. Scared as fuck. That nigga know. He know. Dreads out too.
Like what Dreads out got to do with anything?
Because I'm coming like that, man. I'm a roster. Pause.
Copeland gonna troll the fuck out of you now. Once he see that, he gonna troll the hell out of you.
That's
we're gonna
cool.
make it happen.
That's cool.
All right, so you said you got the album coming out, all that. We're gonna shorten it, so we're gonna come back. This is just volume 1 of this, man. It's my blood, man. It's little cuz, man.
For sure, man.
It's the reason why I do anything. So any raps I got, most of them, I stole half of them bitches from him.
Knock it out.
I'm just saying, bro. If I sound like him, it was more of the, this is who I was around. That nigga rapped. I didn't really rap, so I kind of got to be a chameleon there and just steal from everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm really a thief. He wasn't out yet. So now once you hear him, you like, okay, this is where this nigga. That nigga Nick thought
Don't
he
do
was
that,
slick.
man.
But no, yeah, this is blood. So we're gonna put a hard line with him. We going crazy. If it's any advice you can give anybody, what would it be?
Um, I would say for sure follow your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Cause you gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Stay loyal. You know what I'm saying? Keep good people around you, good energy. Um, keep your faith in God and you know what I'm saying? Put your best foot forward. Probably.
I like that. Anything you want to tell the camera, like far as what you got going, what's
Um,
or what you know? Talk to Copeland. You need to tell Copeland. Anything else? Anybody else?
they don't know that's gonna be breaking news after Copeland, so everybody gonna know about that. I don't even need to.
What's gonna be breaking news?
When the funeral happened, services and shit. I don't want to say too much on here. You got me acting like a YN.
Okay.
Telling myself before you
Oh,
happened.
my bad. My bad. Okay. All right. Well, until we meet again, man. Hopefully, next time you see Deazy, it'll be battling somebody in front of these
Right,
cameras.
and not in prison for what I do to
That's out.
Copeland.
Yeah. You a wild dude, bro. All right, man. We out, man.